Hello, I'm going to tell you a short story on the history of pi. Pi has been used for nearly 4,000 years. Pi has always and will always be one of the most mysterious numbers ever to be created. Before you know the history of pi, you need to know that pi is an irrational number that never ends. However, we just use 3.14. To find pi, you have to find the circumference divided by its diameter. This basically means that if you were to straighten out a circle onto a line on the coordinate plane, it would reach pi. When pi was discovered nearly 4,000 years ago by the Babylonians, pi was calculated to be approximately 3.125. Later on, the Egyptians calculated the area of a circle by a different formula and came up with 3.16. In 250 BC, the Greek mathematician Archimedes of Syracuse found the first accurate calculation of pi. 400 years later, in 150 AD, Ptolemy used Archimedes' method to find a closer approximation of pi to be 3.1416. After Ptolemy, there was little or no progress of pi until the European Renaissance, when Francois Vier made improvements to Archimedes' method. Then in 1593 came up with his own formula. It was the first analytical expression to find pi. In 1665, Sir Isaac Newton came up with his arc-sine function and how it relates to pi. 30 years later, in 1695, John Wallis published the Opera Mathematica, which introduced continued fractions. This showed that pi can be written as a fraction but with infinite denominators. James Gregory, Gottfried Leibniz, John Machine made contributions to pi. This led to Leonhard Euler adapting the Greek letter pi to be the symbol of 3.14. In 1761, Johann Lambert discovered pi to be an irrational number, which means that it never ends or repeats. In 1837, William Shanks published his work to find up to 707 digits. However, years later, 527 of them were actually correct. With the invention of the ENIAC computer in 1949, John Newman was the first person to use a computer to approximate pi to find about 2,037 digits. Since Newman, many people have found more digits of pi up into the billions. Akira Haraguchi holds the world record for reciting more than 100,000 digits, and it only took him 16 hours to do it. And don't forget to celebrate Pi Day on March 14th.